sitting on a chair. Just close your eyes, don't change anything. And try to get an inner picture in your brain on how you're sitting. There's no right and wrong. But if you were to take a snapshot right now, do you have weight on your toes? Do you have weight on your heels? Do you have weight on the outside of the foot? Do you have a weight on the inside of the foot? Do you have one leg that's not on the floor and one that's on the floor? And the one that's not on the floor, where is it? Which part of your body does it touch? How much weight do you have on that leg? What are the contacts that you have with that leg? And how much weight? And then climb up into your ankle and see if you can sense the ankle in their alignment. Are they right in the center of the heel? Are they falling towards the outside? Are they falling towards the inside? Do you not even know what I'm talking about? Do you have no sensation down there? That's fine. I mean, I'm just giving you an entry into scanning your body and becoming a little bit more. Most of us work all our lives using our hands and our brain and our eyes. No, don't change. You can be comfortable there, yeah. So, unless you want to.
F2I.
Okay, so yeah, that's fine. So I'm just kind of taking you to, you can open your eyes for a second. In the brain we have a map of our physical body. It actually has a name, it's called uniculus. And that mapping in the brain shows how much do we use each muscle. So my tongue is pretty big because I talk. My muscles here will take a lot of space because I chew. If I was a pianist, my fingers would be, or typist, my fingers will show a lot. If I'm a dancer and I'm using my legs a lot, and on and on and on. But if I'm sitting in the computer most of my life, I have no clue to know what's going down there. I haven't used it since I climbed trees when I was 8. So I'm just kind of taking you into the scanning, and as we keep on doing it, you'll be able to connect more and more and more. Okay? So let's close our eyes again. And we were at the ankles. And now we're going to look at the knees. The knees have a round bone in front of it. It's called patella. And we have the bones from the bottom of the leg coming up, and the thigh bone coming from the hip into the knee. And can you feel any sensation? Is it in the back of the knee? Is it on the side of the knee? Can you tell if it's a muscle, or a tendon, or cartilage, or bone? Or again, you have no clue. And then how deep or how heavy is your thigh touching the chair? And is your right thigh heavier than the left one? Take a minute to feel. Is the right thigh or the left thigh heavier touching the chair? Do you spread the muscles in the back of your leg further down to the chair on one side or the other? Do you have more muscle on the back of the right leg or on the left leg? The 3 muscles that hamstrings. And then going into it. Can you feel the buttocks touching the chair? Which side touches more? Alright. Is it opposite of the leg? Or is it the same? If it's the same, can you feel actually your own weight going to the side? If it's the opposite, does it keep you along the center? going to start there into the open arms. And I'm going to ask you to slide forward with it there. Just taking my down across the door. Because I feel the air conditioning. Yeah, I can hear it. Okay. So we're sitting on the very, very edge of the chair. If you can take your shoes off, you'll feel the clasp right here and close. And as you're sitting, put your fingers over the patella. And just move the knee 1/4 inch to each side. So we're not exercising, we're just taking the knee out to the outside edge of the foot and into the inside edge of the foot. The outside edge of the foot, so it cannot be wider than the foot, right? So from the center of the foot in, and from the center of the foot out. And maybe at the beginning you feel maybe your tension and maybe your fingers are working hard, maybe your jaw is working, maybe you're breathing. And take a breath out and just keep on finding how much do you have to move the knee to get to the outer part of the foot and into the inside of the foot. And if you think to yourself, this is so silly, why did I all the way to move such a small amount? There now, you can change your whole base of support into your pelvis and into your sternum. This is what you're standing on all day long. This is what sends the information out of the chain. So if you take a few minutes to become aware, do you feel more comfortable? Let's all go to the outside of the foot. How much of the outer foot is actually touching the foot? Not wider than the foot. So, not wider than the foot. Just to the outside of the foot. And then stay there and try to stabilize and throw roots into the floor from the outer part of the foot and feel if you can sense anything in the muscle on the inside. And let go. Okay. We can take the knee to the outside of the foot, only to the outside. And send roots, anchor, 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 and see if you strengthen you on the inside. There's no nothing. No. And relax. I don't know. You are tightening on the outside. Okay. You tighten on the outside as well? Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's go from the inside, from the center to the outside of the foot. And now, don't press, but put your hands on the inside and just try to bring the leg back into the center. There we go. And then again, press the hand and try to bring the knees back to the center of the foot. So there's resistance, right? Now we exercise. And then go. Can you feel how the inner muscles are working? And again. Press. And then go. Okay, now let's move again to the outside part of the foot. And send the roots down, down, down into the floor, into the floor, into the floor. And then go. And the next time we're going to do, what I would like you to do is to feel like you're taking the sitting bones and you're bringing the sitting bones in and up and from. So let's try. striking from the center, going out to the outside of the foot, and now sending the roots down, all along, down, so the sitting bones are coming in and out. And let go. Very subtle. Very subtle. Very subtle, but profound. Because this is what takes me in, out, down. It's all coming down here. This is all that it is. Okay? So I'm right here. I'm right here. So we're just kind of going to find that place today. And that's not the only thing we're going to do, but this is kind of where it takes me so. So again, we're on the edge of the chair. Try not to sit on the flat part. Try to sit right on the edge. You're going to feel it much better. We're not going to stay there forever. Okay, so we're in the center. We are coming to the outside without lifting the big toe if you can, just to the outside. Exhale and send roots to the ground and bring the sitting bones in and up. And let go. And out, down, and the sitting bones in and up. And let go. And go ahead and stand up and just kind of walk a little bit and see how it feels.
It feels good. I don't know, am I crazy?
No, you're not crazy.
It
It's
feels
good.
good, yeah.
Okay, and let's sit up. Let's sit down again. Actually, sit up. Because we're sitting on the very edge. What happened? Somebody left already? Okay.
Musical chairs.
Hmm?
Musical chairs.
Yeah. All right. So we just worked with that a little bit. Let's kind of let it go and move to putting your fingers underneath the patella. And with that feeling of like taking the sitting bones in towards the center and up, we're going to do that as well as pulling the belly button backwards. And release. So I'm working with the very, very bottom of my lower back and pelvis. I'm going back and release. And see if you can sense how many vertebrae move. So what I'm not doing, look up for a second, what I'm not doing is this. Right? This is completely not part of the game. It's right here. I'm hooking myself like a bird perching on a stick. So this is connected, so I have a triangle that doesn't move. And with that triangle, I'm bringing my sitting bones in and up, and I'm pulling it back. And if you feel that your weight is going a little bit more towards the outside of your feet, you're not crazy. It does it. So let's do it as we exhale. And you're welcome to close your eyes and do it in your own timing. We all have different breath, different rhythm. And find what's your body comfortable with. And it's not how far back you can go. It's where do you start, how far does it climb. You're using your own body's breath for the movement. in the resistance, so you're using your own strength. And if you notice, instead of sinking down, you're actually lengthening the lower back. And when you inhale, you're climbing up, you're lifting. And when you exhale, you're lengthening it back without the shoulders. Don't try so hard. I know that energy of like, I'm gonna get it. I've been working with that kind of work for over 45 years, 50, wow, yeah, more than 50 years. And I'm still struggling because I want to be in the muscle, I want to feel the movement. And there's a place for it. This is something that, and I'm kind of always dancing between just easy and quiet and small to move, to actually get to the, so this you can take as far as it feels good to you. But all the components that we did, I incorporated. And when you exhale, the weight goes a little bit more towards the outside of the feet maybe. And when you get back there and you want to come back into inhale, bend your elbows and widen them. Just a little bit. Bend your elbows a little bit and widen them. And when you go back into the triangle. Another vision that you can have in your mind is the letter C when we're back here, and the letter L when we come back. So you can go in the triangle that creates the C. And you're going to go into the L by widening the elbows and making room for the spine to come up. And as you're doing it, notice what your eyes are doing, whether your eyes are closed or open. Are your eyes traveling through the space? And allow it. Allow your eyes to travel and do whatever they wish to do. And you're noticing, kind of like in the meditation, you don't force the breath to go away, you notice it. What do your eyes do? Is both eyes moving together? Is one eye moving the other one? And allow your head to follow your eyes. And rest in the center for a minute, shake your hands. Go ahead and get up. And see how you stay. Where's your weight on your feet? And start walking a little bit. Did you feel that it shifted a little bit?
Yeah. Hip. My hip and
Pain or?
pain, but I can feel it. Like this side rather than this side. Okay.
What?
With the eyes, I go like this with my eyes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna play with it. We're gonna do the opposite now. Okay. So we're gonna go back into the edge of the chair. all the way to the edge. Sorry. I wish the chairs were straight, but they're not. So we're back into covering the kneecap, and we allow the eyes and the head to roll, and we allow the head and the eyes to roll. And we can start doing it now in a way that feels really good and luscious, and only if you have no pain. When you go into the C shape, your nose is above your pubic bone. And when you go to the L shape, how far does your head and eye want to travel? And what I will ask you to do now is to coordinate the movement of your neck and head with the movement of the rest of the spine. So when you get to the top of your spine, you don't continue, you just get to the top of the spine. And see if you can hear it inside your movement. When is the time that the spine finished moving and my head will stop moving? Do my eyes track the movement? Or do my eyes do like a little jump and zigzag? You're lucky to have a floor with lines, and you can follow and see. Which eye is stronger? Is it the eye that I felt heavier on the chair? Or is it opposite? Okay, you're moving mostly with your head. See if you can move from the lower back. And climb. Remember the elbows opened up. When we got up, the elbows opened up a little bit. So we can lift, and the eyes are moving with the spine. And then we went back, 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 not down, but back, 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 back. Lengthening, opening between each vertebra. And then we open the elbows a little bit. We stabilize the outside of the feet. Don't forget the feet. We worked on them for a reason. And we get to the top of the movement of the spine, and the head stops right there. It doesn't go any further than the spine. So if I have kyphosis, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to come all the way to the kyphosis, and I will not bring the head further. But if I can move here as well, then I will bring my head a little bit more. So see if you can really be in listening of that, rather than trying to do an outside shape. Coming from the inside of the spine, that's climbing one vertebra at a time. And you may have vertebrae that are jumping. That's much nicer. Beautiful. And when it looks to me nice, it probably feels nicer to you on the inside. The body is super intelligent. We need to get out of the way. Good. And come back to the center and shake your hands. And get up and around. Still not straight. Do you feel straighter? A little bit? Yeah, you look straighter. All right, walk a little bit. And we go still the same side. You feel this side more than that one?
The other way. So, always to do so So I stop it.
Yes, please, yeah. If you feel pain and you stop moving, you can just sit there and visualize it in your mind's eye. It will do the same thing. Okay, we take it one step further. So again, hands on top of the knees. We're doing the same thing. We're going to go back to the C shape, backwards, not down, right? This is down. This is back. Then we're going to go up, but the eyes and the head will go down. And we're going to go back with the lower back, and the eyes and the head will go up. You're going to have to work really slow to figure it out, because you probably didn't do things like that since you were kids. And then when you straighten the back, your head and the eyes will go down. And when you go backwards with your lower back, your head and your eyes will go up. Like a cat that's afraid. Right? And when you lift your lower back and the spine is lifting and lifting and lifting and lifting, your eyes and the head will go down. And when your lower back will go backwards, your eyes and your head will go up. And can you find the rhythm that when you get to the end of the movement, at the same time with the head and with the pelvis? Because it's the pelvis that's moving forward and back. So you're rolling your pelvis back to bring your lower back to a round position, and you're at the same time bringing your eyes and head up. And you're lifting your pelvis forward, up and forward, and at the same time, you're bringing your head and the eyes down. Take your time. So when the pelvis is backwards, the head is up and the eyes are up. And when the pelvis is up erect, the eyes and the head are down. The pelvis goes back, the eyes and the head. See if you can scan the picture of how you see it. And think about you getting up. What would you do to get up? Would you take your legs backwards? Would you shift your arm forward? Would you take one leg backwards? Which leg would you take backwards? And then on your eyes. What?
Did you say open your eyes and do it? Did you say open your eyes and do it?
Yeah. And open. Is it really difficult to figure out that position? Okay. Okay? Okay, we're gonna do one more. Since you're so good at it, let's do one more. So we're gonna take the pelvis back and we're going to the C shape. The head will go up, the eyes will go down. So the eyes are down when the pelvis is down. The eyes are up when the pelvis is up. Okay, the eyes of the pelvis represent. The head is going to opposite, so this is the center. Easy. Not known parts. You get confused. We're going to roll the pelvis back, and we're going to roll the eyes down, and we're going to lift the head up. You can do it time and time and time. And then you're going to roll the hip forward and up. You're going to bring your head down, and you're going to bring your eyes up. So you're going to bring your eyebrows forward. And then you're going to roll the hip back, and you're going to slowly bring your eyes down until you bring your nose up. And you're going to roll the hip up, and you bring your nose down until you bring your eyes up. And you're going to roll the hip backwards, and you're going to bring your head up, but the eyes are slowly coming down. See if you can move the eyes up and down without jumps. Very good. So easy going, hip goes forward and up, head goes down, and eyes go up. Eyes go down, head comes up, and the gaze goes down. And center. Go ahead and sit in the A shape and bring your elbows out and start leaning your spine forward. And maybe on the exhale, elbows out and exhale your spine forward. Ask yourself, is it easier if I keep my eyes on the horizon, or do I lower my eyes to the horizon of my head? Do I keep them at the same height where I was, or do I travel with my eyes with the spine? Which one feels better? So you're only rolling your elbows out, making room for the spine to sink inside the person. You are not moving up and down the space so much, you're sinking the spine. Elbows up, there. And I'm moving the spine forward, not your head. Right? So it's not the torso, I'm not doing this. I'm finding the angle and I'm moving the spine. Find the elbows, find the angle, find the eyes, sink the spine. Which side goes forward? And lift your arms. And nice, getting up. Can you feel the difference of how you got up?
The lighter.
Lighter, and walk. And back to the chairs. So we started with the knees over the center. Now, many of us don't live on the center, but we did a little bit in and out to find that center. Then we went to the outer edge, and we tried to get stronger on the outer edge to allow the sitting bones to come closer to one another. From there, we climbed up towards the belly button to start finding the relationship, to start moving the pelvis. We got into the C and the L, into flexion and extension. And from the flexion and extension, we got to differentiate with the head and then with the eyes. And that's it. And that gives you a little bit fuller picture of yourself, hopefully. Hopefully. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And if you have questions, I'm definitely